All right, it's a big day for the 1955 Ford F100 swapped with a 5.3 liter LS from a Cadillac Escalade. It's been almost exactly 4 months since I dragged this out of the Southern California desert, where it had been left sitting for 27 years. And today, we're gonna attempt to start it up for the very first time. Unless, of course, you count the very quick engine sputter we had the day I rescued it.
Come on, baby. Oh, okay.
I got the Escalade radiator all hooked up here. It's kind of dangling for now. Should be good for a first start, maybe even a short little first drive. So let's get some oil in this thing. Got to hook up some power, unlock the ECU, and get it ready to start for the first time. Okay, I've got this pressurized oil pre-luber thing. So instead of just filling up the oil from the cap over there, I got this little device that I pressurized with compressed air up to about 70 psi. And I'll turn the valve here, and then that should push the oil through the engine. Pressurized oil just to pre-lube everything. We're gonna find out if we have any leaks right now, any oil leaks that is. And we didn't really mess with the oil system much, so I don't think we're gonna have any oil leaks. Here goes nothing. Okay. And to tap this thing into the engine's oil system, I threaded this little thing. This is kind of like, I can't really see it, but you know what I'm talking about, that little adapter down there. Ooh, that's it. That's everything. I think everything's plugged in. And I got HP tuners ready on the computer. Gonna have to unlock this factory ECU, of course. And I've got this bad boy to do the honors of the very first start, which is awesome. This is something that I've always wanted. This is an anti-gravity lithium-ion, extremely light, extremely high, you know, whatever, current, all that stuff. Basically the best battery you can get. But really the weight savings, that is what's most impressive about these things. I got my old battery here, which is absolutely toast. So obviously the only thing to do here is a weight comparison between the two, and you'll see just how crazy light these bad boys are. All right, contestant number one. Classic battery, lead acid, 35.2 pounds, just over 35 pounds. And now, this guy, 13 pounds, 13.4 pounds. So we are looking at just over a third of the weight, which is wild. That's a 22-pound weight savings. And this thing has a built-in jumper button, and these things last way, way longer than a lead acid battery. And yeah, they're just awesome. Okay, let's get this thing hooked up. Let's get this thing fired up. Okay, first time turning the key on. Oh, fuel pump. Okay, we've got a fuel pump. Actually, let me double check we don't have fuel leaks. Okay, no fuel leaks. All right, so far so good. We're connected. Got some good lights on the little device over there, so that's good. And we're reading the ECU. All right, there we go. Got another fuel pump. Okay, next thing we gotta do is disable VATS security. Okay, VATS control, none. Okay, after I write this, it should turn over. There we go, right. Okay, there we go, one more reset. Okay, I think it's time. Okay, so turns out we do have a minor fuel leak right there. I think I have an O-ring to fix that. Okay, fuel leak is fixed, but luckily that's going to be the only problem we have with this entire engine start, because it's going to start up first time right now. Okay, let me get some gauges up here. Actually, okay, I'm gonna prime the fuel pump a couple times, build up some fuel pressure. Okay, here we go. Cranking. Okay, let me bypass the neutral safety switch because there's probably something going on there. Okay. This little piece of purple wire. Let's see.
What were you saying about first try?
Let me double check that I plugged in the coil wire.
Dirty.
Oh, I can see it. It's here. Oh, it's on there. Okay, third time's a charm. We're just gonna jump start it and bypass the neutral safety switch. Something will happen this time, I promise. All right, fire in the hole. Ooh, one more time. seem to have lost the fuel pump. Yeah, no more fuel pump. Let me see if I can figure out why. I don't know what happened to the fuel pump. Okay, give me a minute. Okay, I'm gonna hot wire the fuel pump. Here we go. I don't know. There's something going on. It's obviously not getting ignition, spark, whatever, so I'll figure it out. Give me a few minutes. I'll go through. Let me turn off this fuel pump. Okay. I blew a fuse. I had a very tiny fuse on the fuel pump and the ignition, so put a big fuse on there. It's back. No more hot wire in the fuel pump. Okay, here we go.
I don't know what that sound was.
It sounds a little weird. What's going on?
Puff of smoke came out.
Puff of smoke came out from where?
I
Front?
think, yeah, the front there.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I can see it. That's engine timing. Maybe I got maybe I got it backwards or something like that. That could possibly happen. Okay, well, it's the next day, and I figured out what I did wrong. Very, very stupid mistake. I got the coil packs backwards, it seems. The obvious reason is because the computer used to be on this side, and now that I've moved the PCM computer, whatever, over to this side, the coil plugs, I guess, kind of naturally went to the wrong sides, and I knew that, but I guess I was not paying attention, slamming this thing back together, accidentally got them reversed. Rookie mistake, but I'm telling you guys because it's important to see that these things can happen actually pretty easily, and that's exactly why I don't tape up and loom all these wires until I'm sure that this thing is completely wired correctly, which it is absolutely not. So I gotta pull the wiring harness apart, probably extend some of these wires over here to make that wrap around. This thing, the wires need to get tucked, and then I should be good. Okay, attempts number, I don't know. I've lost count. I got the coil harnesses switched. I think it's gonna fire up this time. Sounds good. Okay. Got a little low idle. It runs. A little low idle, but the most important thing is we turn it off. Okay, there's a little idle funniness, but it sounded good. It runs. Yes. Cheers. The truck runs. Oh, let me try the power steering. That's so cool. No leaks? Incredible. Little piece of purple wire should do the trick.
Pile of junk.
A pile of junk. No. Pile of important tools, see? I knew I would need that purple wire one of these days. Today is the day.